In this lecture, we are going to start creating lines and also we are going to see some visual tools. Let us start. This is the basic Creo interface that you are going to see when you open Creo. And here we have this new icon for creating a new file. Let us click on new. Here we will directly go to part. Click on OK. And you can see we have opened a new part file. We want to create a sketch. So we have to enter inside the sketcher interface of Creo. So for entering into sketcher interface, we have this icon over here. This is sketch icon. When I click on sketch, it is asking something. It's asking where do you want to create a sketch. So basically it is asking for selecting a plane. Don't worry about selection of planes. Just select this plane and proceed. We will discuss about selecting planes in a different lecture. And as soon as you select that, you can see these all icons have changed. And it has been filled with tools that you can use for creating a sketch. Here we have these sketching tools. You can see we can create lines, rectangle, circle and so many things. We will see all of this. And these are the editing tools, the constraining tools, dimensioning tools and there are some other tools. In this lecture we are going to see only how to create lines. But before creating lines, we should do something about this view because it doesn't look like a 2D plane. It is a 3D interface. So, for getting the 2D plane, that is the plane which we have selected, we have to orient the view perpendicular to the plane. For that, we have an icon here. You can see. This is the sketch view icon. When I click on this icon, you can see this is the plane that we had selected. Now, let us create some lines. For creating lines, I'll just click on this icon and you can see my line tool is active. Let us click somewhere here and maybe somewhere here. Click here, here and you can see we are creating lines. Now to disconnect this chain of lines, you can click on escape key. And you can see we have created our very first geometry of Creo, which is a set of lines. This is a chain of lines. Now we will discuss something about visual tools. This is the very first thing that you should know when you are working in Creo or any other CAD software. The very first tool is zoom. By using scroll, we can zoom in and zoom out. What does zoom mean? It is just taking the object far or near so that you can view it better. This is called zoom and it is used to visually make the figure smaller or larger. The second tool is pan. You can see this is pan. We are just moving the object about this graphical user interface. You can see I want to keep it here, we can keep. You want to keep it here, you can keep. And why do you want to keep it here? Maybe you want to draw something here. Press on the escape key to exit from the command and you can see. So for this pan, you have to click the shift button on the keyboard and middle mouse button. Now just move the mouse. This is called pan. So I have told you about zoom, which is by using the scroll. You just have to move the scroll up and down so that you can zoom the object, and you can use the shift and mouse middle button and move the mouse to activate the pan tool. Now there is another tool which is very useful for solids, but as we are discussing about the visual tools, I need to say it in this lecture. Press the Alt key on the keyboard and press the mouse middle button and move the mouse. You can see this is rotate. So I have told you about three visual tools. First is zoom, pan and then rotate. We are going to use these three tools extensively throughout the lectures. So, please practice these three tools so that you can follow along very easily. In the next lecture, we are going to see what is degrees of freedom and we are going to see the concept of constraining.